Lieutenant Governor, thank you so much for your time. Let's talk about what's ahead for you in terms of priorities for 2022.
Brian, thanks and happy new year to everyone. For Governor Gretchen Whitmer and I, we're coming into this year eager to build on the progress that we've made, frankly, when it comes to building and strengthening our economy and positioning it for the future. We created or added 145,000 jobs to the economy just last year, 67,000 in the last third of the year. We're really excited about that progress and what that means for people and job opportunities in the future of the state of Michigan. Building on education, we signed the largest K-12 education budget in the history of the state of Michigan last summer. We also have delivered on childcare, providing access to an additional 105,000 families to have childcare options for their children at low or no cost. Really excited about what that means. So those are some things we're going to deliver on for people, just the things that matter, the essentials for success in an equitable way here in Michigan. And we're going to continue to pound on those issues here in 2022.
I'm talking to you, Lieutenant Governor, on a somber day for this country, the 1-year anniversary of January 6th. Based on what we've seen in our state with armed protesters inside our Capitol and where our political rhetoric is now, what can be done in our state by our leaders in order to prevent something like that from happening again?
I mean, I would hope that every person, let alone public official, would immediately and categorically denounce violence, especially politically motivated violence, like what we saw 1 year ago on January 6th, what we saw on April 30th in 2020 here in the state of Michigan. It is unacceptable and should have no place in our system. People who are attacking the very idea of governance or democracy, that is incredibly problematic and dangerous. And so what I would hope is beyond that denunciation, that folks would actually find ways to work together on behalf of the people who elected them. Because look, we all won an election. We all have service that we need to render. And so Governor Whitmer and I, again, we're focused on delivering that service when it comes to, again, how do we make sure that parents and families are supported by educators who are well supported to serve their children, to position us for the future? How are we building economic opportunity in an equitable way for people with ideas, small business owners, the people who work at those small businesses, so they can deliver on the future of Michigan? That's what I'm focused on, better connecting our communities and our people. And I think that disconnection is part of what led to the insurrection.
Just today, Beaumont said that they are at a breaking point with the Omicron variant. I know that this administration has time and time again said that we have the tools, vaccines, we know how to socially distance and use best practices. But there are many health officials that are saying that's not enough, that those are old tools, that this variant is a new game. So with that said, can you imagine a scenario where state mandates are in place given what's happening right now?
Brian, I think that it is clear that, this pandemic is not over, and every day people getting infected with Omicron and with COVID-19 is something that we want to prevent. And that is why we have been so forthright in encouraging people to use the tools that are available to you to prevent yourself from having severe outcomes from COVID-19, getting vaccinated, getting boosted, getting your kids vaccinated. It's so critical to make sure that you don't end up in the hospital, or at least you're much, much, much less likely to do so. Just in the last few months, more than 85% of people who've been hospitalized with COVID-19 in Michigan have not been vaccinated. People who are in the ICUs or on ventilators have not been vaccinated, level of 80+%. And so that's why we're focusing on that. These are tools that we have available to us. At the same time, we're asking people to play their part and to have those conversations with folks in their lives to do just that. The governor and I are incredibly supportive of our health professionals who have been stepping up and who are tired, and they're frustrated because they haven't felt like people have been using the tools available to them. So we're going to continue to lean on what we know works. And we don't have a path at this time or a plan at this time to enact those kinds of measures, because we have tools that we didn't have when those measures were in place before.
Redistricting is really expected to change the landscape of politics here in our state coming up. What do you see changing in the legislature and how an administration operates given those changes?
Well, first of all, I'm proud of the state of Michigan. I and almost 2/3 of Michiganders voted to have a citizen independent redistricting commission to take the politics out of the process and to have people who were, independent make a choice here about what our maps should look like so that they could be fair and enable competition in the political arena. And I think that's what we're going to end up with ultimately. And I think that's a good thing for our democracy. And so it's up to those who want to pursue public service then to compete in that environment. That's going to be a much more fair environment. And I think we're going to get a legislature that's going to be more responsive to more people in Michigan as a result of it.
I know that there's some pushback from some folks in your own party that say that the Voting Rights Act has been violated. What's your perspective on that?
I think we're going to see how that plays out in court. And so I'm not going to weigh in on something that's going to ultimately end up in court.
There's still billions of unallocated dollars for infrastructure in this state at this moment. We on our side of the state here remember the flooding in June, remember the MDOT pumps not working to keep up with how much rainfall there was, how much water. We know that those, to our knowledge, have not been addressed yet. So what's being done behind the scenes to get those dollars allocated?
Yes. So we are hoping that the legislature will continue to come to the table to negotiate how those dollars can be spent. As you know, Brian, the governor, and I have been placing out proposals about how those dollars should be allocated really since March of 2021, and we continue to have those plans and to refresh them to be more responsive. We're proud that our congressional delegation delivered additional infrastructure resources through legislation in November, and those monies will start to flow at some point later on in 2022 and going into 2023. And we have plans for how to invest in those. But at the same time, we have been doing the work. We've been fixing and rebuilding roads across the state of Michigan, and doing so in ways that can handle some of these issues. And when you rebuild a road, you just don't deal with the concrete, you deal with all the infrastructure to support that road, including the pumping and things like that. So that's something we're going to continue to invest in. And we are eager to be aggressive on that plan. And so we hope the legislature comes to the table to join us.
Thank you so much for the time. Appreciate it.